Hello everyone, this is A. Pratap, Assistant Professor of English, St. Joseph's College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Kadalur. In this video, we are going to discuss a famous short story, Iswaran, written by R.K.Narayan. R.K.Narayan was born in 1906, a prolific novelist and a short story writer of modern India, has carried out a significant position for himself in Indo-Anglican writing. His writing for the Mahatma Gandhi, Lawley Road, Swami and Friends, The Crude, The Man of East of Malgudi, The Dark Room, Mr. Sambat, and Astrologer's Day and other stories among his best-known culture are conflicting social forces. What amuses more in the story is a funny and humorous treatment of social problems, but beneath the humor, irony, and satire, an undertone of cynicism and despair is clearly evident in the R.K. Narayan stories. In this story, R.K. Narayan wrote about Iswaran, a college student who is studying intermediate. Iswaran was a teenager not having keen interest in college study, but in the habit of witness cinema frequently. His parents were worried about his studies. He wrote the intermediate exam on various occasions, say 9 times, but failed on each occasion. His attentions diverted towards cinema and not towards college education. His classmates in studies and passed intermediate exams in time and went up to take degree course. Finally, he wrote intermediate exam for the 10th attempt. He was waiting for the result. During that period, he had an idea of committing suicide if he would not pass the exam in his 10th attempt. His hall ticket number was 501. On the very fear of result, he went to a cinema theatre to see a film as usual. He thought that he would fail in the exam in his 10th attempt. He would attempt a suicide. After the cinema was over, he came out of the theatre. He went to the university to see the notice board. His register number was 501 and it was mentioned in the notice board, but Iswaran saw the number and he was totally surprised to see the number 501. He then thought that it was a dream. He could not believe himself. Accordingly, as planned earlier, he went to a nearby river and drowned himself deep into the river, and his body was floating near the shore. The next day, he met a sad end in the precious life. Through this novel, the author came to a conclusion that some students during their college course are distracted by seeing cinemas too often and their futures are totally damaged. In human life, everyone has to complete their part in every stages of his life, because human has many duties in his life. So at the correct stage, everyone has to complete his part. Then only the man can settle in his life and also accomplish his duties and works, because that man or student or anybody, they could depend others. Then only they could complete their works carefully. Thank you for listening this short story and watching also. Thank you once again.